still so down to earth. Won't do it, we could do it on a turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sport. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Los Angeles Lakers as they go up against the Boston Celtics in Boston. Well, for Boston, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Fellas, it seems like so much goes into being successful at the professional level. I want to ask a more general question. What was the key to your success as a player and as a champion?
You know what? Most people would say you would start at the top, but I'll start where it began. Wilmot Benjamin, Tom Donahue, coaches who've helped me at my AAU, early stages out, then going to the late, great Jack Curran in high school. Those were the ones. And honestly, there's no bigger than family. My brother Vince and my dad were the ones.
Well, you
really
gotta have great
me.
teammates. You know, I'm the first one to say, yeah, I have 4 championships, but one of my favorite teammates, Big Shot Bob, he saved me so.
The home of the Celtics is sold out and noisy inside here in Boston. We'll see Los Angeles taking on Boston. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for
How's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, no hesitation. At all, taking that one to the basket. Beautifully done.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night, first game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in, and the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the Summer League, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him.
And, you know, going back to Randle's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The 5th metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
Thomas with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. And it's Bradley off the drive. To the middle. Here's Sullinger. Second shot opportunity. No good. Great D that time from Hibbert.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Randle kicks to Williams. Ingram passes to Russell. Just 5 on the clock. From about 16. Good on the jump shot. Baller's got his first basket.
And talking about Randle's rookie injuries, the Lakers were going to let him play through the foot. But once he broke the leg, they did season-ending surgery on the foot as well. Hopefully, now he can just stay healthy and get to play the game he loves.
Williams kicks to Russell. Crowder with the steal. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now we'll go to DB, who had a chance to talk with head coach Brad Stevens. Doris?
They'll be up against one of the true giants of the league in Roy Hibbert. And he talked about how impressed he is with Hibbert's dedication to improving his game, saying he's gotten better year after year. And now is one of the guys you have to account for, really at both ends of the floor. Defensively, you've got to get low and try to root him out of the paint. And then on offense, we'll probably look to put him in pick and rolls to test his mobility. Seems like a smart strategy, guys. We'll see how they do.
Thanks, Doris. Thomas. Boston. No good that time either.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
Randle dishes to Russell. Hibbert against Sullinger. Shot clock at 6. Here's Randall, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Johnson with a screen on Russell. A shot by Sullinger, wide open. Here's Johnson. Goes up again, and Hibbert with the block. Pass to Ingram. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Randall kicks to Williams. 6 on the shot clock, but they recover it. On the wing, Williams. Ingram passes to Williams. Dishes it to Hibbert. Second chance shot, and the foul on Avery Bradley. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Russell, no good. Celtics trail by 3. In the corner, Brad. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Bradley's got 5 points so far. Russell kicks to Randall, lets it go from deep, and he gets the bucket.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth, here we go.
It's stolen by Randall. Hibbert dishes to Williams. With the shot, here's Ingram. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Now the pass to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Boston. And finished off by Sullinger.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Russell passes to Randall. Back to Russell. No good off the back of the rim.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Thomas up top. He's guarded by Russell. It's deflected. Outside Williams. Clock at 6. Back to Russell. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And it's Hibbert missing. Celtics trail by 4. 11 feet away. Shot by Crowder, no good. Russell with him. Now Thomas defending. Russell kicks to Hibbert. Back to Russell. Feeds it to Hibbert. Outside Russell. Unloads. Again, Russell missing. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. That's in there. Thomas with the assist.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
And watching Jay Crowder, he can really beast you up, Greg, and take you out of your game. One of the most physical wings, I think, in the NBA.
And not the most flexible athlete, but he makes up for that with that strength that you mentioned. It allows him to control the pace. I mean, he's a bumper and a grinder and hitting a big three out of nowhere. So he's what we call a true gamer.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Jared Sullinger. Kelly Olynyk comes in for Johnson. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Bradley. And Turner with a clear path to the rack. That ties the game. Smart's got his first bucket in this one.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, it's back even.
Huertas passes to Nance. Young with no one around. And the Lakers with another miss.
You know, looking at Jay Crowder, he got traded from Dallas to Boston in the Rondo deal last season. Nobody expected all that much from him. All he did was go out and become one of the most valuable players on that team.
From 10 feet out, shot is good off the back rim and in.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Young, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one on Turner.
You know, when you talk about Jay Crowder, there are those that you win because of, and then there are guys like him that you win with. I mean, the guy who's going to take the charge, commit the hard foul, do what others won't, really shows the heart of a champion.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And guys, it looked like Nick Young had finally put it all together. I mean, he had a huge campaign 2 years ago, signs a new 4-year deal. Then last year, disaster strikes. I mean, he provided very little to the team outside of shooting the basketball. And even with that, he dropped to a career worst, 37% from the field.
Puts up a three. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Here's Thomas, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Lets it go from outside off the mark. Well, Greg, getting back to Young, it's tough to completely judge him on last year's numbers because he was fighting through knee injuries, ankle injuries, all kinds of things. 42 games.
Yeah, but when he's right, he can light it up. I mean, he's a go-to scorer, but he just never got right last season.
Mickey's checked in for Boston. Well, last year for the Celtics, they weren't exactly world beaters at home. Still good enough, though, to get the job done.
Yeah, just a game over 500 here in Boston. Not great, but at least it was over 500 for a young up-and-coming team.
Here's Smart. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Smart's got his second bucket of the game to go. Passes it to Bass. Young outside. There's the 3. Rebound Boston.
And, you know, for the Celtics at home, they were able to get wins by playing tough defense in front of their rabid fans. Their offense virtually the same as when they were on the road. The defense was the difference at home. That is up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And really, basketball is about rhythm, and that allows your offense to flow better. Now let's see if they can build on it and keep this lead. And as you said with the Celtics, it was the D at home that helped them get wins here. They'll want to be better than one game over 500 this season to get back into the postseason.
Now, here's Clarkson, guarded closer. Young passes to Huertas. Five on the clock. From deep. The Lakers rebound. Nance outside. Another shot. Off the left rim and out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
On occasions last year, the Lakers were all right on offense. Other times, they were just stagnant. There was just no motion, nothing going on.
That's a great point. And their ball movement could use some work. A lot of ISOs last season, and it killed a lot of the flow the team had in the half court.
Nance a screen. Here's Huertas. He's guarded by Thomas. Pass to Clarkson. Stolen by Smart. And oh, here we go with Thomas. Nobody back. It's deflected, and so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. .104 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Huertas. Rebound by Olynyk.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Yeah, at this level, you got to make that shot. It's plain and simple. You got to knock that one down.
It's stolen by Nance. Pass break. Clarkson. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Clarkson's got the game tied up here for the Lakers. Boston's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. And Smart the bucket on the assist by Thomas. And it's 8 points for Marcus Smart.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Rebound by Olynyk. And so it's Boston with it. Now Thomas. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line. There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
No good on the buzzer beater. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Celtics up by 4. And speaking with Roy Hibbert before the game, he helped illuminate their defensive philosophy. When you have that sort of focus like Hibbert, that kind of confidence on display on a nightly basis, Greg, you are a game changer, and he does change games every night.
You know, and we saw his skill set and execution develop very rapidly over the course of just a couple years. He worked extremely hard to become the force he is on the interior in this game.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
You know what? They have controlled the paint thus far.
Flexing their muscles down low, and they've limited second chances too, guys.
So the Lakers 5 right now. Waller is out there with Ryan Kelly. Then it's Williams. Then it's Russell. And it's Randall in at the 5 down low. Well, taking a look at Avery Bradley, his career's been kind of up and down, Greg. Started out in high school where he developed into one of the nation's top prospects in high school.
You know, it's a great point. And as a college freshman, established himself as one of the top defensive guards in the country, won numerous awards, then enters the draft after only 1 year.
Turner dishes to Bradley. Kicks it to Johnson. Sullinger the screen. Crowder the pass to Sullinger. Bradley, no one around him. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
You know, with Avery Bradley, he was the 19th pick in the draft for the Celtics. The outlook for him was great, but then ball handling and shooting, injury concerns flattened out his development. He had a hard time getting over the hump for a few years, but he's over it now.
Russell kicks to Williams. Launches a 3. Shot is no good. Bradley with some nice D. Celtics leading by 8.
And, you know, getting back to Avery Bradley, he's been dynamite the last 2 years. He's finally found... consistency with the mid-range jumper and plays a complete game of basketball. With just a little more seasoning, I really feel like the sky's the limit.
Roy Hibbert's checked in for Los Angeles. Young comes in for Williams. Bradley with room to shoot. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. And it's 9 points for Avery Bradley.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter. That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Young from outside, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
And it's Turner off the drive, misses in close.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Releases. No good off the front iron.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Poked loose. Turner against Russell. From deep three-point range, again, Russell missing.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
It's Bradley on the wing. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. It was a year.
And kind of just hovering around all season. But give them credit. They fought their way in and spent only 1 year out of the postseason in their rebuild.
Randall dishes to Russell. He kicks it to Randall. Lakers passing it around. Young for 3. Again, Young missing.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Sullinger connects from three-point range. Sullinger's got 5 points now this quarter. Lakers trail by 16. Russell kicks to Young. Here's Randall. No good, unable to end this run.
Not good shot selection. Long range and the defender all up in your jersey.
And you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
It's Young on the wing. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Looking at the numbers for Nick Young, he has 8 points. He got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him. And guys, we've seen teams hire college coaches with no NBA experience before. It hasn't always worked out, but for Boston, they have to be very pleased with Brad Stevens.
Nancy's checked in for Los Angeles. Here's Turner. And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Sullinger, no good.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
And Brad Stevens now in his 3rd year coaching the Celtics. Greg, I know you admire him from afar. Good fit for the franchise. Good fit, Clark, for a young team.
Agree with you completely on all of that. He stresses team unity and selflessness and sets the example and tone with his demeanor.
Young outside. And again, it's the Lakers from deep. Celtics leading by 10. And Turner kicks to Johnson. And the layup is good.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Young from outside, and another three for the Lakers.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
Then the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
And Turner kicks to Bradley. He feeds it to Sullinger. Now the dish to Johnson. Outside Turner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't hit. Great D that time from Hibbert. The Lakers on offense. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Russell with it. Picked up by Turner. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Russell.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
Turner passes to Johnson. Sullinger the screen. It's stolen by Nance. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Had the opportunity on the break, but couldn't sink the three. Turner dishes to Sullinger. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Sullinger's got 9 points in the quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Lakers trail by 8. Russell kicks to Young. Shoots. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Avery Bradley. The Lakers weren't very good at all last season, Clark.
They shot threes on the road well, Kevin. Top percentage in the league, as a matter of fact. Still, they just couldn't hold on to leads.
And the Lakers would end with a road record of 9-32. That is a franchise worst for them and sums up the year they had away from Stadium.
Smart passes to Thomas. A three-pointer off the mark.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
From downtown, count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Clarkson.
You know, looking at the Lakers, a big thing. Vision. In a word, that's terrible.
And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Ryan Kelly, he's checked in for Nick Young. Austin with the ball. And Jordan Clarkson is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another beforehand.
Boston again missing. Lakers trail by 4. Nance outside. From deep three-point range. Crowder pulls it in. Crowder's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Here's Smart. Rebounded by the Lakers. Nance has got his third rebound tonight from outside the arc, and the shot is good.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today.
Yeah, the defense struggling to take that away from them.
Here's Smart. He dishes it to Olynyk. That one's off. Still out of sync. It's a close game here in Boston. Fires it up. Here's Clarkson. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
Smart wide open. He fires. Not really his range, and it's off target. Here's the three. Shot's good by Clarkson. Clarkson's got a pair of triples in the second. Out for Los Angeles.
Back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
That is good.
And they're just raining threes on both ends.
Boy, I love the answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back with my own triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Olynyk sets a screen for Smart. Out to the right wing. And Olynyk gets it to go on the assist from Smart. Olynyk's got the game tied up here for the Celtics. The feed to Kelly. Puts up a three, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Pass to Mickey. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Boston making a switch here. Zeller's checked in. Lou Williams is checked in for Los Angeles. Smart kicks to Thomas. Puts up the baby hook. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And Isaiah Thomas, traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston. Seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved him.
Randall's checked in for Los Angeles. Greg, you were talking about Isaiah Thomas. He had no love lost for the Suns. In their first meeting, he took them apart, Mark, on the floor. Remember that game? Stared them down as he was hitting shots. Looked at that bench. Man, he had a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled doubters all their careers bring that kind of edge anyway. You throw in the fact that he was disappointed how the trade unfolded. He was amped up and ready for that return visit.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And, of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
To Mickey. It's stolen by Randall. Outside Williams. What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
That's large to end the half. That three ties it up, and they'll go to the break still neck and neck.
Tie game in Boston. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Kevin, thank you. Roy, I know you have just a couple seconds, but in a nutshell, what's going to be your approach going into the second half?
Well, we're just going to make sure we keep them off the board and keep them out of transition.
Thank you, Roy. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And an exhilarating first half, to be sure. Welcome back. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal will be breaking down all the action for you. A nice show being put on tonight by Jared Sullinger. He had 13 points and 4 rebounds. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards, and they helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
And Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Lakers.
Well, give them credit for getting out on that fast break. They made a concerted effort to run every time. Not once, not twice, every time, and it paid off in points. I also thought it wore down the defense.
So that does it for us. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Now, we take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half call.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. One of the great stories here, Nick Young getting it done today.
Boy, did he put on a show from beyond in that first half. Let's see if the halftime. Break has any cooling effect on him.
Well, I tell you what, we'll soon find out, because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
Thomas is the point with Bradley to his side. Amir Johnson is out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Crowder in at the 3. That's the Boston 5. And that one's good. 11 points for Isaiah Thomas.
Wow, Got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Outside for Sullinger. Puts up a 3. Shot by Crowder, no good. Lakers leading by 4. Here's Russell. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And they clearly are just destroying this group right now from the three-point line.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. I mean, they are fully stretched out trying to stop the three-point shot and still haven't been able to do it.
And he gets it to go.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Good look. He'll make that one most of the time.
Knocks it loose. And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way.
No doubt about